Okay, welcome to the show. My name's Chris.
And Chris.
Okay. And we're talking about Shanghai and specifically expat life in Shanghai. 3 topics for the day. Let's just get right to it, I guess, huh?
Alright.
Okay. Gualing. Okay, you're welcome to the show. If you walk into a restaurant, a shopping mall, any place, really.
Any place of business, yeah. Any place of business.
They're going to welcome you with the traditional gualing, which is welcome. But if there's 20 staff members,
they all say it.
Yeah, all 20.
At the same time. Basically.
More or less, off unison enough to make it annoying. Gualing. And they usually nasalize it, which is weird because Shanghai, Shanghainese don't really have a nasal tone. But yeah, really annoying, and makes me just not want to buy anything from that place, right?
Yeah, but then, when you leave, they
Gualing!
they also
Gualing! Come back again! So, but food courts are the worst, because you're walking around browsing, looking at all the different, places they have, and so you get greeted every
step you take.
seconds.
Yeah. Every step you take, somebody's greeting you.
It's the worst, and I don't know why, because I think Chinese is actually a nice sounding language. Mandarin's not so bad. It's pretty nice. Don't you think?
Okay.
It can be. Okay, Cantonese is a little more harsh, but I don't think even English is that nice sounding compared to Spanish or French. But Mandarin can be spoken in a very soft, nice way. But gualing is not really. Anyways, let's move on from that. Next topic. Chris has got a story. Not me, I'm not talking about myself.
It would be this Chris over here.
About, Laowais, foreigners, getting away with stuff in China. So we get away with stuff because we're Laowais, because various reasons, but basically because we're Laowais. So some of it's due to language problems, and just there's so much effort put into communicating sometimes, right? So give us your example. Give it to us.
Well, the other day I was I've got an electric scooter, one of those little it's like a Vespa, but
that's
battery.
cool.
Yeah, definitely less cool. But anyway, I was driving along and I had my friend on the back, and we got pulled over by the police. And getting pulled over in China, it's not like there's this little chase where they're riding behind you, and then the sirens and stuff. They just whenever you stop at the intersection, right, there's police there, and they just come over here, come talk to us for a while. So that's getting pulled over in China.
And you didn't fake I can't hear, or
well. Normally I do that, but in this particular case, I was the only one at the intersection, and the cops weren't doing anything. So clearly they were talking to me. So I went over and talked to them, and they said, okay, you can't have somebody on the back of the bike. Okay, so my friend got off.
No helmets, I'm guessing.
Of course, yeah. Why would we have helmets? And then they were like, well, we want to see your license. What license? Can I buy a license from you? Because I don't have a license. Can I buy one from you? And they just went on and on.
I like how you asked them if you could buy a license from them. That's rather unique thinking.
Well, I wanted to buy one at the place, I know that you need a license for the electric bikes. I know that, right?
We're not completely ignorant.
And I wanted to buy one when I bought the bike. I wanted to buy one. Because, my friends, they said you got to buy one at the place where you get your bike. Because they know you bought it there or whatever. So whatever. They give you a license. But the place wouldn't sell me one. They said, "What? You're a Lawai. You don't need a license. It's just tell the cops you
Skin color is a license to drive, apparently."
So they wouldn't sell me one. So it wasn't for lack of trying or wanting. I just couldn't get one. So then the police, they kept going on and on about where's your license, and I don't have one. And then they wanted to see my receipt for the bike.
Were the cops wearing like the full metal jacket style sunglasses with the
It was nice. They had no sunglasses. But they had the handcuffs and the little
Did they have guns?
thing, and they don't have guns in China.
Well, I've seen some cops with guns.
Yeah, those
Not
aren't
many, but
those aren't traffic cops.
They're just water pistols or something. Yeah.
And then they wanted to see my receipt, which why would I carry around a receipt with my bike? Anyway.
Yeah.
And
receipt. Yeah. You pull out a wallet and it's full of receipts and VIP cards and coffee punch cards.
So then they're like, well, I don't have my receipt. It's at home. And then they went on about the license again. I'm like, I don't have a license. I don't have a receipt. It's at my home. I buy a license from you. And then they looked at my bike a little bit more, and then they just turned around and sort of walked away. And they
showed him back. They turned their backs.
They were tired of dealing with me. I thought for sure I would really have to argue with them.
That's funny, yeah. We've heard stories from a friend of ours that he has to go down to the station and they end up talking for hours and eventually it's dropped, whatever the issue is. But yeah, I guess they couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, they just couldn't. Yeah, it was too much effort,
Too much effort. So yeah, you can get away with things sometimes here because you're a foreigner and because it's not worth their time. And usually the punishment for something is such a low fee or deportation, and it's not worth their time to.
It's more paperwork for them.
We're not saying break the law in China. Of course, you should be careful with the police, but don't be scared like you're coming to a police state where cops are all powerful. Yeah, they have a lot of interesting sort of authority and powers here, but they're just normal guys, and they just want to go back to the jiaozi shop, really, because it's not so popular here, so they go eat dumplings or something else. Lying to compliment Chinese. It's not a real proverb, I think, but Chinese people they're very good at encouraging foreigners to learn Chinese. That's one thing I have to say. In Canada, we're horrible at, if somebody can't speak English properly, making fun of them or saying, how could you come to this country and you don't speak the language, blah, blah, blah. But the Chinese are very good, but overdo it a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, so generally whenever you meet somebody for the first time and they say, oh, hey, ni hao, and you say ni hao back.
Oh yeah, they're blown away.
Yeah, wow, your Chinese is so good.
Yeah. After a while, there's certain expressions that you use constantly, like ni hao, so you get to a point where you can at least pronounce them correctly, and they're instantly, so happy that you can speak. And it's really funny, but it doesn't. So we've been here a long time. I've been here 4 years. You're just about 4 years.
Yeah, just about.
And over time, we've gotten the same compliments from when we first arrived to even now. So eventually, you stop believing them. That your Chinese is so good. Now I have no idea how our Chinese is. It's supposedly improving, but same compliments. And they do it with a perfect straight face, On the other hand, we shouldn't be complaining, I guess. They're very enthusiastic.
It's better than saying you suck, but...
They seem to be under the impression that Chinese is so difficult to learn. And yeah, it's quite hard, especially for people from sort of Latin alphabet and language.
So if you can spit out 2 words...
Oh, it's very easy to
they'll
impress.
They'll be impressed.
Yeah.
2 words is all it takes.
Just learn a little, that's all it takes. Okay, I guess that's it for today.
Yeah, good for me.
All right.